Hey guys, it's Blue Jay Artist here, back from my trip, and I know it's been a while since there's been a rant, so I'm going to totally just go overboard with this one, or not overboard, but make this one very long, so that, pays for the long overdue rant. This is a top 12 least favorite Warriors cats because there were so many that I had to make it top 12. Yeah, that's bad. You can already see this is going to be bad. And this might actually be made into two parts because I think it's going to be pretty long. I like ranting about stuff I don't like, so yeah. Let me address something before I start this rant. No, Firestar and Spotted Leaf are not on this list because they just, I don't know. They're not my least favorite. They're just a character for me. I mean, many of you think that I hate Spotted Leaf, but I don't. She's just a character for me. Like, she's just there. So is Firestar. Like, he was good in the beginning, but then he kind of went downhill. Anyway, that's all. That's besides the point. So I think I have three runner-ups. So my first one is Storm. I've ranted about her so much that you guys probably already know what I'm doing, or what I'm going to say about her. She really was just, a love interest, didn't really have anything to her. Yeah, she was a little bit sharp-tongued, a little bit spicy, but she just kind of got shut down after she met Greywing and, even Clear Sky, and kind of lost her kind of sharpness, and, I don't know, she had his kids, got angry with him, left, and then died. And then came back in StarClan, and that was okay. She wasn't as bad in StarClan, like in the first battle. And spoiler alert, but really, any Warriors rant is gonna have spoilers, okay? I've said that many times, once again, but, that's just how things are. I can't talk, sorry. The second runner-up is Pinestar. Basic thing why everybody else hates him. He left his clan. He was a coward. He left on his last life. He left his mate and his 3 kits all alone. And that was one of the reasons Tiger Star kind of became who he is. It all led one thing to another, and it was not good for him to do. And yet he's still in StarClan, which I don't understand at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think that's it about Pinestar. My last one is Heathertail. Yes, Heathertail. Because, you know what? I get that she could be really bitter after Lion Blaze kind of, tried to murder her. That's all fun and games, but I can see why you'd be upset if your, not boyfriend, but someone that, where we were told that, we could all see that this was a forbidden couple. They weren't fooling any of us saying they were just friends. Yeah, right. You wouldn't have these two meet in secret just because they're friends. Stupid. So, I don't know, and she just was a complainer, and she became really just, I hate you, Lion Lady, that. Like, yeah, she has the right to, once again, but can you stop with the emo act? Move on already. He was bad to you. Move on. You're over him. You're probably with Breezebell now. You two are probably going to be a good couple because you both, are the way you are, and grumpy and not nice. So that's it about Heathertail. Now we're getting to the top 12. Oh my goodness. This was so hard to narrow down. Like, I had literally, a list and a half full of cats I didn't like, and I even had to eliminate some. That, some couldn't even be runner-ups because there were too many. So number 12 is Blue Star. I can already hear people going, what? No! Why Blue Star? She's so noble and wise, and, well, she was for, 2 books, maybe 3 or 4. Anyway, you get the point. She basically was someone Fireheart or Firestar, whatever, looked up to because she welcomed into the forest, blah, blah, blah. But then she became, insane. Or not insane, but just kind of mentally ill because Tiger Star attacked her and made her think that everybody around her were traitors. And I get it. It's because of her past life. Her past life was bad. Her mom died. Her sister died. Blah, blah, blah. Well, how about Crooked Star? Pretty much everybody in his family... No, everybody in his family died. So... And he didn't go insane. So why are we letting Blue Star get that excuse? And you know what? She's really a character that I used to like, but now that I'm older, I guess, and I see... like, what she did. Like, I just reread Blue Star's Prophecy, and really, she was really whiny and didn't want to anybody, she didn't open up to anyone, and she, like, after Moonflower's death, for example, she was all like, I hate the world, I hate my sister, I hate Lion Claw, blah, blah. Like, she just hated everyone, and it was like, oh my god, you whiny little brat, just get over yourself. And she was willing to put her own kids into the freezing snow just on the assumption that Thistleclaw was evil. Why? Why? Why is that? Like, you're just working on the idea of it, and I just... Why? Why? What was your reasoning? Just because you thought he was evil? There, like I said before in my previous rants about Thistleclaw, like the StarClan entry rant, there was really nothing evil that he did. Yeah, sure, the whole tiny thing, but he didn't do that. He didn't murder someone. He's not like Tiger Star. He didn't try to murder his leader. He didn't murder any deputies. He didn't do anything. He just wanted to become leader because now that Snowfur was dead, he just wanted ambition. That's all that was left in his life because Blue Star took his son away from him. Gee, it's really... And Blue Star banished him from StarClan, where he was happily with Snowfur, and all his evilness had kind of vanished. But then Blue Star's like, I'm going to reawaken the bad in you just to show everybody that I'm right, and sent him to the Dark Forest. It's just Blue Star has made such bad decisions, and really was whiny, and just kind of gave up, and... I don't know. There's just cats that have done better than her. And I know I've had a favorite leaders rant, and she's in it. But that's because she was a good leader for at least a fraction of the time. Just to clarify. Number 11 is Black Star. I know some people in the Warriors fandom really like Black Star, but I hate him. Well, one, because he killed Stonefur. Oh, no, Blue Jay Artist, he just did that because he was under Tiger Star's orders. Yeah, that's true, but he still obeyed the orders and killed Stonefur. I mean, he could have said, no, Tiger Star, I'm not going to kill them. Yes, Tiger Star would have been like, oh, well, you're dead too. But that would have been the brave thing to do, to stand up for someone. I mean, it's not that bad that they're half clan. I mean, relax. I don't know. And, like, he's never been the most friendly leader. I don't know, the whole not believing in StarClan thing when Soul came was really stupid, because how can you let your guard down like that? I don't know, it's just... He went from being really evil to all of a sudden being the leader of Shadow Clan. Yes, I know Tiger Star did that too, but that was for the plot. But somehow Black Star was like, okay, I'm not evil anymore. Yay. I don't know, he's just bothered me since day one. Number 10 is Sandgorse. If you've read Tall Star's Revenge, you know why I hate Sandgorse. Because he's a terrible father. Oh, but Blue Jay Artist, there's so many other bad fathers. Yes, I know there are, but Sandgorse has to be one of the worst fathers I have ever seen. Like, I swear to God, he tried to force his son to be something that he didn't want him to be. And then he just kind of was like, I hate you now, Tall Paw, when he didn't want to be a tunneler. When he really just wanted to be on the moors where he was happy. Being a parent is wanting your kids to be happy and sacrificing everything for your kids. Not saying, you have to be this one role and that's it. And Sandgorse was like one of the main people who always rebelled against, like, no, we want to be tunnelers, blah, 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 when they closed the tunnels. And so that was annoying. And I will give him credit. He did love his son in StarClan. Like, he kind of saw all the stupid stuff that he had been doing and was like, you know what? I have been stupid. I love my son. What am I talking about? But you know what? He was just a bad father when he was alive. So that's why he's on this list, and he just had a bad personality. I don't know. He's just bad. Number 9 is Dawn Pelt. I don't think anybody in the Warriors fandom likes Dawn Pelt. Can we all just face that fact? I don't know. He just seems... she just is so stupid. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. She's literally so stupid. She was just an apprentice, back in whenever Tawny Pelt brought her kids to the clan and they were apprentices. That was fine. But the whole thing about murdering Flametail, or Jayfeather murdering Flametail, was just really, really stinking stupid. Because do you think that, like, blind Jayfeather took Flametail and just either shoved him underwater or, like, cut his throat underwater? Like, how do you think that he killed him? Jayfeather almost killed himself trying to save Flametail. And how was Jayfeather supposed to explain, yeah, this old, blind, hairless cat stopped me from doing it? Sorry. How do you expect him to explain that? There was and Flametail intentionally went on the ice and got, sunk in himself. It wasn't Jayfeather's fault. Any cat or any cat that was on the ice, there were many ShadowClan cats, could have told you that, like, why didn't one of them help? Yeah, they were all on the ice too, and it could have shattered around them, but isn't that what you're supposed to do? But I don't know. Dawn Pelt is just straight up stupid, and she doesn't think things through, and she just, all of a sudden, just like, Jayfeather killed my brother, and, like, what? I don't know. It's just stupid. Number 8 is Clear Sky. There's really no explanation behind this. You guys have seen many rants of mine talking about what a terrible tyrant he is, blah, blah, blah. He's so bad. He's a bad person. He isn't a good father. He's not a good brother. He wasn't a good mate ever. If you guys already know, I don't need to explain. The only reason he's higher, not lower on the list, or higher on the list, I should say, is because, he kind of saw that what he was doing was wrong at the end of the first battle, and we learned why he, I guess, was being a total jerk to all his cats and Grey Wing and all that stuff, but I don't know, I guess we'll have to see what happens. Number 7 is 1 Star. Nobody in the Warriors fandom likes 1 Star. They liked 1 Whisker, not 1 Star. 1 Star is a jerk. 1 Star does not lead his clan correctly. 1 Star is a jerk to ThunderClan. 1 Star does a bunch of stupid things that everybody hates. And yet Tall Star still picked him to be his leader on his deathbed. I'm sorry, Tall Star, I love you, but that's stupid. It's just, he is a bad leader. He's, like, basically the reason that Tall Star picked him to be his, leader instead of Mudclaw is because he thought that, Mudclaw. He thought that Mudclaw was gonna, force everybody to be, against ThunderClan and blah. But that's exactly what 1 Star was doing. I don't get it. 1 Star is an idiot in how he leads his clan, and he's always hostile, and he will fight whenever he can. And that's literally the worst leader ever. Not even exaggerating. Number 6 is Leopard Star. Yeah, everybody probably knows why. I don't think anybody in the Warriors fan particularly loves Leopard Star. Like, yay, number 1 warrior, Leopard Star, yay! Like, no, nobody thinks that. Yeah, sure, she had a bunch of starving cats when she joined Tiger Star and his tiger clan, but apparently, the only explanation for that the Aarons gave was that Leopard Star had a little crush on Tiger, and, like, that's no good explanation. Yeah, you do crazy things for love, but really? Selling your clan to someone else and believing that you'll be joint leaders? That's just stupid. Why would you even think that? Why would you? I don't know. She's just stupid. And in her old days, and I mean her final days, I guess, she was completely insane. Like, she thought that, like, everybody, like, she was Blue Star, but even worse. Like, she thought everybody was stealing the fish, and, I mean, she blamed everybody for the lake drowning, and she made people patrol the lake, but it wasn't necessary, and she was really hostile, and it was just bad. I mean, she's just a terrible kid, and she was spoiled as a kid, or a kid, whatever. As a little kid, oh my gosh, I keep saying kid. Okay, I'm just saying kid. As, you know, a little kid, she was all spoiled, and everybody loved her. Even, okay, her mother died, yeah, but everybody spoiled her, and so did her father. I mean, it's not like she grew up like Crooked Star, who had nothing, and was, I don't know, tricked and all that stuff. She just grew up in a luxurious kind of way, and I thought that was unfair. She's like, okay, you're deputy, and then she became a terrible leader, and blah, blah, blah. She's just bad, okay?